All right, what is going on, YouTube? We have a banger for you today. Please stick around till the end because we're going to be talking about how to start investing with less than $100. Now, if you guys are interested in this video, you have more than $100, you have a strategy, that's great. But if not, if you are new to investing or if you don't really have a lot of capital to invest and you kind of want to know a strategy to get ahead of other people in life, here's the video for you, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. This isn't going to be a video where I'm talking very robotically. I'm going to give you my honest feedback and honest input and what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? Now, a lot of this stuff might hurt your feelings, but I literally do not care, okay? So, how to start investing with less than $100. Now, say your name is Timothy and you work at fucking Taco Bell, right? You're making quesadillas for a living. You want to get out of the rat race. You're like, man, I don't want to be making quesadillas my whole life. Well, stick around, okay? So now, step one. Right, these steps aren't really in order from like how important they are, but I underlined the ones that are important. And then we're going to go into a plan at the end of the video of how to calculate your income, spending, all that, blah, blah, blah. Step one, you get the same amount of returns as someone with more money than you. Now, that's a concept you guys have to understand. Everyone thinks you need all this money to start investing. But guys, when I started investing, I was working a job at fucking Smashburger, making $10.50 an hour. That was 3 years ago. Now I'm doing pretty good, all right? So it just shows you don't need a lot. You could literally be Timothy working at Taco Bell, and you'll have money to invest with. Warren Buffett could buy fucking Ford. And if I buy Ford and invest into Ford, I'm now getting the same returns as Warren Buffett, right? You don't have to be smart to invest into a good asset, okay? Just because you lose money on an asset does not mean you're dumb if it's a good asset to buy into, right? Because the smart person who's also buying that asset is losing money with you, all right? There's going to be up and downs, but we'll get into that later. So that's something a lot of people need to understand. You don't need to start with anything. You will get the same returns as everybody else. That's how that works, okay? So invest into risky assets with nothing more than you could afford to lose right here. Step two. Now, this is true. If you are going risky, like options, for example, or say you're buying leverage trades or you're investing into cryptos that are kind of shit coins that aren't backed by a good thesis, don't invest with more than you're willing to lose. Like for Shiba Inu, okay? Shiba Inu is dog shit, but it goes like this, right? So if you want to try to make some money, hop in the casino, then yeah, do what you got to do, but personally, I just like playing blackjack if I want to risk my money. All right, so step three, invest into long-term assets with everything you can, regardless if you could afford to lose it. This is what people also do not understand. They think, oh, don't invest with what you can't afford to lose. That's how you'll stay broke forever, guys. And that's the simple truth. Have you ever heard somebody go, because I invested just a little bit, I'm now rich? No, guys. You have to literally take all of your leftover money. Say you're working at Taco Bell and you have $200 left over for just spending money you just fucking wank one off to, right? You take that $200, you could either buy some shit that's not going to matter and it's going to be useless in the short term, or you invest all of that $200 and do it again next week. Because even if you have $50 left over, because living's expensive now, guys. Say you have $50 left over each week or every other week. You take that $50, you don't buy bullshit, and you put it into investments, okay? Regardless if you can't afford to lose it. If you can't afford to lose at $50, don't put it into risky assets like I was talking about above. Like if you put that money into quant, for example, for my crypto holders on my channel, if you put it into quant, that's not a risky asset. That's not risky. There is life-changing money to be made in quant. So for you to sit there and be like, well, I can't afford to risk this $50, so I'll just save up till next week. No, that is how you will stay broke, okay? When I was working at Smashburger, I lost so much money that I couldn't afford to lose, right? But I was learning. I was understanding stuff. It came at a cost. And now, where I'm at now, I'm so happy I did all of that, okay? So, now, when you buy something like, it's step 4, when you buy something like a drink at a bar, think about how much that drink could equivalent to your investment. This is what I used to do, guys. When I would get a drink at a bar, or if I were to just get a drink in general or buy something, say I bought a $12 cocktail, I would think in my head, that's one share of blah, blah, blah. Or, oh man, that's 0.10 of a quant. I'm drinking 0.10 of a quant right now. It puts it into perspective on, what you're doing. But then again, guys, life is very short. I don't want you to think every time you get money, you have to invest every single dime of it. If you want to have a drink with a friend, go for it. You're only on this planet once. But that's a toxic mindset because some people are like, oh, we're all going to die anyways. I might as well just spend all my money. Again, that is how you'll stay broke. So, investing does not mean saving. For step 5, saving is worthless. Get this through your program, meathead brain. Now, I was being a little rude here, but it's true. Get this through your programmed brain. Everybody thinks, oh, saving is worthless, all right? And I'm going to start shouting in this video because I'm passionate about this. I hear this everywhere. Oh, it pisses me off. They're like, oh, you got to save your money. So I'm in a chart right here, guys. This is your money saving. Over time, it's slowly going up, but because of the decay of inflation, it's keeping you down. And the only reason you feel like you're gaining more money is because you keep on putting more money in your savings, but then over time it's decaying. So then you just get this gradual, slow increase, right? Now investing, you get this, the choppy waters, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then up. Down a little bit, up, down a little bit, up. Now this is only if you pick the right assets. If you pick shit assets, you're going to lose everything. So, step 6. These are probably the most crucial, important messages I wanted to get across to you. Remember why you started when things go wrong, guys. There was a time for me when I lost $3,000, which was a lot to me when I was 18. That was about all I saved up for the whole summer. I was trying to trade this 3 times decaying ETF in the stock market. I thought I played it right. I didn't. And then if I would have held it, because I was playing against oil for COVID, right, guys? And my thesis was, man, oil's really cheap right now. I think it's going to get more expensive, so I'm going to buy this ETF, right? I buy the ETF. Oil kept getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and I didn't stick to my thesis because 1 year down the road, oil is at all-time highs, okay? You look at today, oil is literally at all-time highs. I would have made, probably 15 grand off my 3 grand because I was in a leverage ETF. But that means I lose a lot of money going down and I make a lot of money going up. So because I had lost so much, I was like, man, I'm getting out of this. And then I just was kind of like, gosh, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I'm over my head. Maybe I should quit. But then I remember why I started, because I wanted financial freedom. If I quit, I would never achieve it. Okay. Now, step number 7, don't get emotional when watching your investments. This will lead you to making meathead decisions, guys. You don't want to be the meathead. I'm going to say meathead a lot in this video. Do not be a meathead. Don't get emotional, which means if you see quant goes up in a day, jumps 50%, and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, I made so much money. Oh. And then you sell. Is that financial freedom, a 50% gain? Fuck no. If you think financial freedom's a 50% gain, you're high. Based on your asset, right? If you're playing a asset which a 50% jump is pretty rare for it, right? And you're just playing like a day trade, then yeah, that's different. But quant, I see 1,000x potential with, so I'm sticking to my thesis with quant. I don't care if it goes up 100% in a day. I'm not selling. Okay. Now, step 8. If you quit, you are guaranteed to never get financial freedom. This ties into number 6. Remember why you started when things go wrong. You need to understand, if you quit, you are guaranteed to never get financial freedom. Because even if you are a business owner, you still need to invest that money and have it coming back. You still need to invest in your business and keep it coming. You have to invest your money, guys. It's very simple. And if you don't, then you're going to work your whole life, get your retirement fund, and then when you're a shriveled up old wrinkly sack of crap, then you're going to spend all your money. How is that going to matter to you when you're 70, spending your money as a wrinkly bean? Right? Now, if you want to do that, that's cool. That's cool. And if you feel attacked because that's what you want to do, this is not the video for you. I'm speaking from my personal experience on what I want from life. I think money buys you freedom. That's why I started investing. Now, create a plan before you start or you're a headless chicken meathead. That is step 9. You need a plan. For example, the plan. Calculate income. Number 1. You need to calculate how much money you're making. If you are Timothy at Taco Bell making quesadillas, you need to go, well, I have X amount of dollars. I make a paycheck. Let's say I make, well, it's Taco Bell, 800 a paycheck, right? I'm making 800 a paycheck. Well, rent is, $750 a month because you live with roommates. You're trying to be, nice with that. So calculate income, 800. So that'd be 1,600 a month. We'll do 1,600 a month. Calculate spending for basic life needs. Say you need to buy food, utilities, bills, all of that, rent. We'll say it comes out to 1,200. You have 400 left over. Calculate leftover money for spending. Oh, wait. Ignore this, guys. The food and bills was supposed to go up here. Doesn't change the fact, okay? We're just going to erase that. Now, calculate leftover money for spending. This is what you would, for example, get a cocktail with. You would use to, buy whatever you wanted to buy. That was a pleasurely item, right? It's leftover spending money. Clothes, whatever the fuck. So you have $400 left over. This is when you need to figure out what you want to invest in. So this is when you do your research. You understand, hey, this company I think is going this way, so I'm going to invest in it. For example, Quant. I'm like, I really like what Quant's doing. I think they're going to be the new financial infrastructure for the CBDCs. I like the Overledger DLT gateway. I'm in on Quant. Really love it. That's my plan. I'm going to hold Quant for 10 years plus because I really believe in it. So that's your thesis. Now that you have a thesis, you need to figure out how you will invest into it. Dollar cost averaging? Are you just going to buy a shit ton right now because it's cheap and then just hold it and not touch it? What's your plan? If you don't have a lot of money, because this is a video for people with under $100, maybe you have money saved up and you just want to know, how can I invest with a little bit, right? That is why you need to dollar cost average. Or whatever your strategy is, bi-weekly, however you want to do it. Let's say you get paid on Wednesday every week. Wednesday rolls around, boom, throw 50 in. Wednesday rolls around again, boom, throw 50 in. Boom, throw 50 in. You're not worried if it's going up, down, around town, boom, throw 50 in, right? So, just showing you need a plan, you need to prepare, and you need to be ready, okay? Now, congrats. You're the wolf on fucking Wall Street. That's where I wanted to end it. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I wanted to leave this video short, simple, and sweet. I just wanted to make sure I covered everything. So, I did. Now, guys, if you have any questions for me in the comments, please let me know. I'm just giving you guys the hard truth, okay? If you do not invest your money, you will stay broke forever. And if that's what you want out of life, that's fine. But I do not want that. Nor do I want my subscribers to have that lifestyle. And if you are thinking about, well, I'm just trying to invest a little bit, I think it's kind of risky. Here's another thing I'm going to end on. The most riskiest thing of all is not taking any chance. You are guaranteed to lose if you do not invest or try to do something with your money. You're guaranteed to lose. Okay? So that's the biggest risk of all, is doing nothing. Just letting you know. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for the love. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers. I did not think that would happen that quickly, so thank you so much for watching, guys.